Hi everyone! It is another wonderful hair day here in Kansas in January. It's pretty cold out, but the sun is shining and it's so warm when you're in the sun. It just feels like I should be planting my garden beds, but alas, it is not time yet. In any case, if you're dreaming about gardening like I am today, I just wanted to show you where your garden can go if you want it to. I started with container gardening. That was my first foray into the gardening world. And then I had a little 10 by 10 gardening plot at the house where we moved to. And I tried desperately to make that little plot work for me. It was probably not gardened for many years, even though they had left it there as I think it was probably like a little tomato patch. It was so compacted and the nutrition was just terrible and it was really like clay. So I tried super hard. I amended it probably, I don't know, it was probably like 3 or 4 times. And it could not grow what I was hoping it to. So I went to container gardening on my patio, and then through that I started watching more garden videos and I got inspired to actually build a garden. Having the 10 by 10 plot with no fencing around it helped me understand the pressures of where I live. So even though I'm in suburbia, we have a ton of deer come through here. Deer and ducks and rabbits and tons of squirrels. And I learned real quick that I had not planned well for that. The deer would come by just as everything was about to be ripe. You know, my tomatoes, watermelon, cucumbers, cantaloupe. I would say, oh, it's going to be ready in like 3 days. And then guess what? It was gone. So... oh, they also ate my roses. I learned a lot. In any case, that's the inspiration for the garden that I have now. This has been 5 years in the making. So if you're just new at gardening, you're just learning how to container, or you've been gardening for a while, but you just don't have the space for a big garden, I just want to encourage you that this garden started with a dream. A big dream. And I'm very blessed that we were able to put it together. But everything you see took a lot of time. At once there was no walls, then there were 4 walls, then there was a garden gate, and eventually there were beds all around the edges, but nothing in the middle, except lots of containers. So I just want to share it with you, and if you're interested in hearing more about the story and how you too can embrace being an organic heirloom gardener, or just gardening in general, you don't have to do organic, and you don't have to have an heirloom garden. It's just the things that I have found I've gravitated towards as I've learned about this world of gardening. So here's the garden. All right, so I've got my garden gate, and then you can see that I have enclosed, but I couldn't afford to have like walls all around it, and I didn't really want walls, so we put deer fencing up. So here's the first glimpse. I've got lots of garden beds. I'll do a quick walkthrough in another video. I've got to get back to work now, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.